So it is watch list season. And we learned a few more watch listers that have come out, have been released. The John Mackey Award has released its watch list for the best tight end in college football. And wouldn't you know it, that LSU freshman Arik Gilbert is on the Mackey Award list for the best tight end in college football. Now, some of you might say, well, of course he is, Matt. 5-star, number 1 tight end in the country, number 5 overall prospect in the country, highest rated tight end in the history of 247 Sports. And you are right. On all accounts, you're right. And I believe that Arik Gilbert belongs on the Mackey Award watch list. But to all of the people who last week, when I was talking about Miles Brennan being snubbed for the O'Brien list, and all of LSU's running backs being snubbed for the Doak Walker list, and your comment then was, they haven't proven anything. What are you going to say now? Like, Gilbert literally hasn't even put on the uniform. Well, I take that back. You know, whenever they bring the recruits on campus, they bring them into the locker room and they let them put on the uniform. They get to take the pictures and they throw up the L and they do all these poses in the camera, and that becomes their sort of highlight thing whenever they commit. Like, he's put on the uniform for that. But no other time ever has he put on the uniform and he's on the Mackey watch list. But he deserves to be on the Mackey watch list. It's a watch list. It's who are prospects that we think could have a really big year and could be in contention for our award. When you look at the Mackey watch list and there's 70 guys on it, I expect the tight end from LSU to be on this list. A year ago, Thaddeus Moss, out of nowhere, ended up with 47 catches for 570 yards and 4 touchdowns. That's a guy who's not nearly as gifted a pass catcher, probably a better all-around tight end because of his ability to block and be in line, but it seems as though Gilbert's going to be flexed out, more like a receiver. If you're just looking at a pass catcher, this guy's more gifted. And I don't think that's debatable. I mean, 6'5", 253, he's an Adonis. Like, listen to how they talk about him. I mean, this is what Ed Orgeron said earlier this offseason about Gilbert and how Scott Linehan wants to use him.
Obviously, we got some young receivers. The guy I'm excited about is Arik Gilbert. Eric's is not just going to be a tight end for us. We're going to use him as C. We're going to use him as X. We're going to use him in the spot. Eric is 6'5", 250. We're going to use him sort of like they used Megatron at Detroit.
Remember, Scott Linehan was the coach in Detroit when he had Calvin Johnson, and Calvin Johnson blew up there. So that's how they're trying to use him. Comparing him to Calvin freaking Johnson, maybe the most physically gifted wide receiver of our lifetime. Scott Linehan, who coached Megatron, this is what he said about Gilbert.
You know, obviously a great talent, top tight end coming out of high school last year. You just look at his physical traits, and they're all, they're really all elite for his position. And, the guy's not just an inline tight end or off-the-ball tight end. This is somebody you can move around. You can spread him out wide. I think he's going to be a matchup, nightmare for people as we progress.
A matchup nightmare in an offense that just set every stinking record you could possibly set. Of course it's a projection. Why do you think the Oklahoma quarterback is on the freaking Heisman watch list every year? It gets Heisman odds out in Vegas. Why do you think Miles Brennan has Heisman odds out in Vegas right now? Because they ain't going to miss again like they did on Joe Burrow. In this offense where you know what the possibility is when you got Jamar Chase on one side and Terrace Marshall on the other, and oh, by the way, there's Racey McMath, and this cat who's a freak show Adonis that they're comparing to Calvin Johnson is going to draw the 4th or 5th best defender from the other team. He better have a giant season. I believe he will. I mean, you got the passing game coordinator saying, yeah, he's going to draw the 4th or 5th best defender from the other team. Good luck. I feel like that movie. Good luck. What was that movie called, Brain? Where the guy goes overseas and he's like, I got a skill set, and he finds his daughter and wants to kill the guy.
Taken.
That, like, good luck. That's what I feel like. That's what I feel like LSU coaches are saying to defenders. Good luck. You seen that movie, by the way? Liam Neeson's badass in that.
Yeah, he is.
All the creative ways he finds to kill people. I think, though, Jack Bauer would kill Liam Neeson in that movie. Jack Bauer's the greatest TV, killer guy of all time. Not slasher, but, good guy There's a website. It's like Jack Bauer Kills. It's just a website dedicated to all the people he killed on 24.
I never watched 24.
He bit a guy one time. Bit him to death. While restrained. Jack Bauer was chained. He was like being tortured. He's chained, and they had the leads on him so they could tell when he died. And so, like, the guard walked away because the guard always has to walk away. And he, like, leans his head down. And he, like, pulled the leads off with his teeth. And so he flatlined, right? And so he's like, his head's down like this, like he's dead. And the guard walks up to him, and he just pops up and bites him in the jugular. He bit him to death. The most creative way to kill people ever.
Just like Silence of the Lambs.
Way better.
Okay.
Jack Bauer would annihilate Hannibal Lecter because physically there's no match. There's just no match there.
Man, I don't know. Hannibal Lecter had those two guards, those two cops.
But he made them kill themselves.
Oh, no. The one that went into the little cage, which for some reason was like, it was some kind of weird bamboo cage for no reason.
He got him too, didn't he?
Yeah.
We got way off the subject here, but my point is, hey, SEC defensive coordinators trying to defend Arik Gilbert as the 4th or 5th best option, good luck. And he should be on the watch list, just like Miles Brennan should be on the O'Brien watch list because he's in an offense that's going to allow him to throw for 3,000 yards and 30 touchdowns and all that sort of stuff. And just like LSU's running back should be on the watch list because of what we saw with Clyde last year. And oh, by the way, James Cook from Georgia's on the Doak Walker watch list. He ran for 188 yards last year. Guess how many yards John Emery ran for last year? 189. Chris Curry, 188. Ty Davis Price ran for almost 400 yards and 6 touchdowns, and he's not on that list. That's my point. For everyone who's going, hey, I haven't proven anything. That's not the point. This isn't what a what have you done list. It's what do we think you're going to do list. And I think everybody within this LSU offense is going to have monster years because look at this offense. It's not going to be Joe Burrow. It'll never be that again. But if you're in an offense where your tight end is going to catch 60 balls for 800 yards and you got the best receiver in the country and you got a quarterback that's going to sling it, throw for 3,000 yards, yeah, you're going to have a lot of spoils that come with those victories. And a lot of it's going to be these watch lists. And yes, Arik Gilbert should be on the Mackey watch list, just like Brennan should have been on the O'Brien, and LSU's running back should have been on the Doak Walker watch list. I rest my case. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please leave your comments. I love to interact, and be sure to hit the red subscribe button below.